Instagram. So with Instagram, Instagram is a really good format specifically for image sharing. So it's very image-based, but also there's video as well. With Instagram, you need to develop a personality. You need to kind of stick to that personality and have really good engagement. So you can have, you can be a bit more personal, a bit more fun with Instagram than, say, with some of the other more formal formats. So in terms of posting images to Instagram, it would be easier if you had a lot more people on the ground sharing information, but you also want to control what is posted to your Instagram so you don't have anything that may not be politically correct. For example, there was a radio station that had posted an image of a competition, and in that image they had their truck at the front of a building and they were parked in a disabled spot. So not very good. So you've got to be really careful with what you post and how you post it. And again, tagging is really important. Hashtags. So hashtags, like I said, is so important for Instagram. So basically, your hashtag turns any group of words that you put together into a searchable link by having the hashtag symbol in front of them. The hashtag originated from Twitter. And it's really identifying a theme or a topic to the user, a keyword. It's something that's searchable. So, for example, when you're doing a hashtag, you want to make sure there's no spaces in between it. You can put capital letters, so it's capital sensitive. Numbers are supported, but punctuation's not. So, if you have a look at the stats on Instagram in terms of hashtags, post with 11 hashtags plus get the most engagement. So you want to consider that. It's really weird because you've got 10 hashtags at 22% interaction and then 11 at 79%, 9 at 49. Can't really explain why, but they're the stats that came through. So basically you've got to consider the number of hashtags that you use, what type of hashtags you use, and making sure that other users are using. Sometimes if you go onto Instagram and you start typing what you think is a hashtag and it comes up, and you know it's a hashtag that's already been used. If, for example, I did some sightseeing this morning, I put hashtag Sydney Opera House, and it already came up. So that's how you know that it's trending. Otherwise, you can do the search for trending hashtags.
There's also a feature within the Instagram app now that'll say how many times it's been used.
Exactly.
So it'll say, like you can start typing one thing, it'll say 1,000 and go, okay, that's crap, backspace, a little bit, change the letters, and you might hit one that has 110,000. So that's a really good one.
Yeah. Definitely, that's actually really good.
And hijack visible campaigns like See Australia.
Definitely. I've done a few of those actually when I've been like cooking Italian food or whatever. I've done tied into some of those and bam, I've got like 10 more followers on my personal account that I had 5 minutes ago. It's funny how quick it happens. And I'll post an image on Instagram and just get like. You just get a whole bunch of interactions pretty much straight away. It's that instantaneous as soon as you post it. So very interesting. So best practice, use multiple hashtags, use custom hashtags to monitor campaign progress. So I gave you guys the hashtag GCA Workshop because if we're going to search for who's entered the competition and use that, then I can search by that hashtag and see, who's actually entered and engaged with our social media. So it's another way that you can use it. There's also those classics like Throwback Thursday and Regram and Follow Friday and those sort of things that you can use. And you do need to keep in mind the actual maximum is 30 hashtags, but it'd be a bit crazy if you use that many. It would look really messy. Just a few examples of people using hashtags. You'll have to keep using them. Okay, there's a couple of shows I had a look at. I had a look at City Gold Coast again. Had a few followers on Instagram. It had some really good photos. Same with City of Perth, and then there was another one as well. City of Adelaide, good job. You're all over it. I really liked sort of the different types of images you had, and they worked together really well. So I thought.
Can I just say one thing to other councils? If you have people in management that say it's too risky, just do it anyway. Because I got told with various levels of management that I wasn't allowed to do Instagram. I just went, stuff you, I'm doing it. And now they're just like, can we get a photo on your Instagram account? It's like, yeah, you told me not to do it.
Yeah, that's generally what happens with social media. I remember the Government Communications Australia conference from last year, and how many people that came up to me terrified of social media. Are really worried what's going to happen, but at the end of the day, people are going to say it anyway. So if you have it on your account, you control it, you can respond to it. And some things might be a little risky as long as it's not politically incorrect or insulting anyone. Just be careful with that, and also have that control in place.
Another hot tip: if you are getting pushback from management, leverage something that's happening at the time. We leveraged Yazi.
Oh, yeah.
So that was our first Facebook. Well, it was already there, but we leveraged Facebook, and we had about 8,000 of our followers joined there and then.
Yeah, so that's a good point. So when you actually set up your social media, if you do it around something like that, then you can definitely give it quite a kickstart. So in terms of Instagram, your frequency, well really it's quite fast moving as well. So you do definitely want to be updating that quite regularly daily. And just because you don't sell products doesn't mean you don't have something to offer. So as we saw, you have events, you have banners, you have artwork, you have a whole community of people that can give you content for your Instagram if you let them. You can even encourage them by using a hashtag so you can find what they've done. So for example, I went to Cidery and I went there and enjoyed a meal and I hashtagged them. They immediately responded and said, glad you enjoyed the meal, coming over with a glass of cider or whatever. So you can engage with people through hashtags. And you want to actively comment on Instagram as well. You want to like people. It's all about engagement. And you've got to experiment as well. Like I said, people say don't do it or whatever. You've got to experiment a little bit. You've got to be a little bit risky without being, over the top.